Hey, what's going on? McBryde Mats, training technique tip of the week. I got my man, Bellator featherweight contender, Emmanuel Él Matador Sanchez, hashtag Team Overtime. Got a big fight coming up July 22nd on Spike TV as well. He's available for seminars, awesome guy. Great content he always puts out there. Today, speaking of training, we're going to talk about training etiquette. I think that's the most important thing that you need to understand, excuse me, when you're training. I'm blessed. I got to have a year, 20 years of fighting. So from age 18 to 38, I got to pursue my dreams as a combat sports athlete. That being said, even though it's a singular sport and glory and you fight yourself, I think it's very important is the type of people you train with, how you train with, and what goes on in your training environment. I'm going to show you one of the things that I see happen very often, especially in the MMA world, and sometimes even in Muay Thai. So what happens, I see a lot of times guys, they won't have the best defense. They'll miss a high kick, and Manny will put it, and he'll actually pull it and be nice. And I'll see so many guys grab this kick his leg out, jack his knee up. I even actually had my hamstring ripped like that once. Now, here's the thing, people. Once you have a little common sense. One, he most likely had a nice padded shin guard on in practice. So he was being nice. If he didn't kick me hard, he was being cool, so he didn't knock me out with a kick. Because guys, the worst thing that can happen to you in practice is getting knocked out. Excuse me, a little under weather today, but nothing's stopping me. I got to give you this information. So please, when you're training, don't do things that are going to permanently damage people. That's the thing. Emmanuel's being nice by not kicking my head through the front row here. So, you know, again, I see that often. That's my biggest advice for you. Realize that sparring is just an exercise. No one is giving you a check, and or it doesn't count on your record. All the owners of the big organizations aren't tuned in on closed circuit TV watching training right now. As the great Dan Gable used to say, don't be a practice room All-American. Because when you have that mentality, all you're going to do is hurt people, and you're actually going to be a liability to your own career because one, no one's going to want to train with you. Two, you're going to hurt other people. So that's my biggest advice. You know what? Instead of defending a kick by grabbing it and kicking it, trying to kick his leg out, well, I'm going to let you in a little secret. I'm pretty good at this, and a lot of the guys I teach, when you get kicked without a shin guard in the head, completely different game. So don't get in the habit of trying to catch kicks up here, because all you're doing is going to hurt his knee, hurt his leg, rip his hamstring. Like I said, he's being a good training partner by not kicking my head off. Because in a real fight, how I defend myself, Anthony Pettis did it very successfully against Benson Henderson, not once, but twice by kicking him hard. It stopped him from grabbing his leg and or coming in and wrestling him. As well he did against Joe Lauzon and his middle kicks against Donald Cerrone. When you fight without shin guard, it's a completely different ball game. So when you're training, always train with realistic fighting habits. That's the one thing. If you want to really educate yourself, go on YouTube or go on Instagram, check out my man Sanchez or Kingstar, one of the best, most technical Muay Thai fighters on the planet. I believe he's 37 years old, has 300 wins, and if you watch those guys spar, they're focusing on little habits. They know when they catch each other with an open shot with the shin guards that it was a good score. They're not trying to walk through kicks, walk through punches to just try and hit hard. So that's my biggest advice, 100% defense, and be aware of what things do to people. Like I said, I didn't kick in the head. If I kick his leg out, especially if his foot's hung up on my head, I can tear a hamstring, blow out his knee, etc. And those are hard to deal with as injuries. So again, take care of your training partners. That's how you're successful. Until then, thank you, McBryde Mats. See you soon.
You're a martial artist who wants to improve your technique and knowledge of the fight game. The best way to dramatically improve your skills is to join the Duke Roufus Striking University. You'll find every imaginable skill drill, and sequence broke down, so you really understand the concept and details. And yes, there is a lot more. Click over to DukeRoufus.com and try it out now for 2 weeks for just $1.